Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Daily 8 on the News 8 Live Desk. Phil Pinarski, we're here with the top 8 stories that you need to know as we head into another weekend in West Michigan. We'll have a look at your forecast and a look at your weekend planner in just a little bit, but first, our top story. Several people in West Michigan have reported receiving racist text messages a day after the presidential election. The text read that the recipients received told them to report to their nearest plantation and get ready to pick cotton. That is according to some of the messages that News 8 saw. A 15-year-old girl in Grand Rapids was just one of those who received a text message. Some of the recipients have filed police reports here in Grand Rapids. News 8 has also called the numbers that sent those messages, and they were either no longer in service or were sent straight to voicemail. Police encourage anyone who did receive one of these messages to report them immediately. Michigan Attorney General Dana Nessel has also said that her office has opened up an investigation into them. And the Grand Rapids Fire Department is reminding drivers to be careful on roadways after one of their blocker vehicles was hit while firefighters responded to a crash on US 131 earlier this week. The crash happened near Wealthy Street around 1:30 a.m. Tuesday. The blocker vehicle was set up to provide safety support on the scene. That's when an SUV hit the vehicle. GRFD said that the attenuator was completely destroyed, but no one was hurt in the incident. The driver of the SUV was arrested and is suspected of driving under the influence. A veteran of the Spanish-American War will finally have a headstone over their grave more than 113 years after their death. Francis Mahalik is buried in St. Andrew's Cemetery in Grand Rapids, but never had a tombstone. That was until his descendants discovered the lack of a marker and applied for one with the Department of Veterans Affairs. The family decided to get involved after seeing a News 8 story just before Memorial Day on Mahalik's service. The headstone will come as we approach Veterans Day. Mahalik's descendants say that they hope that the new headstone will help people recognize his service and other service as well. And the Salvation Army is kicking off its Red Kettle campaign once again today. The annual campaign puts those iconic red buckets across the country and takes in donations from people to provide holiday surprises for those in need. And new this year, some of the buckets will actually let you donate with your card in case you're looking to help but don't have any cash on hand. In total, there will be about 30 red buckets in Kent County from now through December 2nd. If you'd like to also donate your time and be a bell ringer for Salvation Army, you can find out how to do that over on our website. And speaking of the holiday season, those of you who prefer to have a real Christmas tree in your homes might be excited to know that you can have one straight from a national park. Permits can now be obtained to get a tree from the Huron Manistee National Forest. Permits cost about $5 per tree, and you can only get up to 5 of them. Clearing the forest out with sending Christmas trees to these homes actually helps keep the forest healthy. That is according to the USDA. The trees cannot be over 20 feet tall for the ones that you do decide to take home. And we have some good news to report from the Great Lakes Pipping Plover Conservation Team. They say one of the endangered birds that they've been monitoring survived the migration between Michigan and Florida despite having a broken leg. The 5-year-old female pipping plover named Level was found to be suffering from the injury, and the conservation team stepped in to help. Thankfully, Level was observed still going strong. Last time they checked. This is happy news for the team as the piping plover continues to be an endangered species but is doing much better than they were back in the 1980s when they were only estimated to be about 12 to 17 nesting pairs left. Now let's take a step aside now and get you a look at your weather as we expect to have some pretty decent weather this upcoming weekend. Here is Storm Team meteorologist Sarah Flynn.
A fairly quiet Friday ahead of us, but a touch breezy. We'll see those winds turn to the northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour with top wind gusts a touch more than that, near that 20-mile-per-hour mark. Overall, though, not too bad of a day. Lots of sunshine expected with highs once again in those mid-50s. Tonight, though, notably cooler. We'll have mostly clear skies, and that will allow the heat to escape. So expect to be waking up to near or even slightly below freezing temperatures. Now, we are dry to start off our weekend. Saturday looks pretty pretty clear at this point. But as we head into Sunday, we'll see a warm front lift across the region, and that will give us the chance for some rain, especially in those morning hours. Scattered showers look likely as we build into Sunday afternoon and evening before we'll dry out into Veterans Day. Your 8-day forecast is a fairly quiet one. We'll dry out again Monday and Tuesday. Another chance for some showers on Wednesday and Thursday, but notice those high temperatures don't fluctuate a whole lot. Will hold in the mid-50s.
All right, thanks, Sharon. We can't forget to give everyone a look at their weekend planner. Here are some fun things that you can check out in West Michigan with your time off. The Grand Rapids Gold will have 2 opening games starting today and Sunday, where you can catch the team in action at Van Andel Arena. Kellogg Arena in Battle Creek is hosting a Carnival Food Festival where you can try all of your favorite fair foods once again. And the Michigan Maritime Museum in South Haven will be bringing you a remembrance ceremony for the sinking of the Edmund Fitzgerald on Sunday, which is also the 49th anniversary of the wreck. All of those events and more can be found inside this week's weekend planner over on our website, woodtv.com. Well, that should do it for us today for another Daily 8. I want to thank everyone so much for tuning in to this latest edition of the News 8 Live Desk. I'm Phil Pinarski, and we will see you again on Monday for 8 more stories and another Daily 8.